Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is a segment called Doing the Dishes, in which I challenge myself to make a dish from every country in the world. Today we'll be making coq au vin from France. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ingredients list for getting our meat prepared. We have chicken thighs, salt, pepper, thyme leaves, bay leaves, and a good red wine. This is a slight variation, as traditionally you would use chicken thighs and legs. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the ingredients we need for the dish. We have some pancetta, some fresh parsley, garlic, pearl onions, a sweet onion, carrots, unsalted butter, tomato paste, all-purpose flour, some brandy, olive oil, kosher salt, black pepper, sugar, and some portobello mushrooms. Alright, first thing, let's go ahead and trim up our meat. We're just taking off the chunky bits of fat that's on the outer edges of the thighs. Don't want to clean them up too much because we need that flavor in there still. Alrighty, once we've removed all the excess fat, go ahead and get it seasoned up with the kosher salt and some ground black pepper and our thyme leaves. And then we'll go ahead and grab a couple bay leaves and bury them into our meat mixture here and top it off with about 3 cups, 24 ounces of red wine. Get that covered up and put it in the fridge to marinate overnight. And before you start cooking, get yourself a rack off to the side and some napkins or paper towels to dry off your chicken as much as you can. And make sure to reserve the wine mixture. Now in a pot or a deep sauteing pan, cook your pancetta on medium-high heat until they get nice and crispy, reserving the fat for our chicken thighs, which we're going to brown for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Might have to work in batches here as I have 8 pieces. Adding oil every so often because it is going to want to stick a little bit. And once you have your bird seared on all sides accordingly, we'll go ahead and add our veg to the flavor symphony that we have sitting in the pan, stirring every so often for about 10 minutes until the carrots and onions start to get soft and a little bit translucent. Now let's get some more stuff added in here. How about some tomato paste and some garlic to start? And we'll get that stirred in for about another minute or 2 until that tomato paste and garlic starts cooking down a bit. Then add your flour and cook that for another minute. Now pull all your veg to one side of the pan, grab your brandy, pour it in there, and prepare yourself for a nice silky smooth hand and arm. In this case, I would recommend using one of those longer lighters, but I didn't because I'm kind of crazy, and there you go, that's why. Now after you set yourself on fire, the brandy, go ahead and let the alcohol cook off for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then we're going to stir in our reserved wine mixture. After giving that a quick stir, it's time to add back our pancetta, followed by our chicken thighs. Get those nice and settled in there. Get them covered up, put them on a low simmer for about an hour. Now it's time to take a look at our next component. In a small saucepan, go ahead and add some unsalted butter, some olive oil, pearl onions, and a dash of sugar. Get a nice sear on them and set them to the side. Once the chicken is done simmering, let's go ahead and pull off the top, give it a quick stir, remove the bay leaves, and then spoon in our pearl onions. Then cook it uncovered for a couple more minutes just to thicken up the broth. Now let's get it plated up, garnish it with some fresh parsley, add a French roll to the side, give it a quick taste, and cheers everybody, or shall I say salutations.